Okay, so you're a solopreneur or a small business and you're ready to take your copywriting to the next level, but you're just not sure where to start. In this video, I'm going to go over the 5 questions that I recommend everyone who's in business ask themselves before they sit down to write any type of copy, so that you know what direction you're heading in and you don't waste any time writing copy that just won't convert or do anything for your business. If we're just meeting, my name is Alina and I am the Chief Copywriter and founder of the Azad Agency, where we offer copywriting services for startups and solopreneurs who are ready to take their businesses to the next level with money-making copy. So let's dive in. The first question you should definitely ask is, who is your ideal customer or client? Now, this may sound really simple and you may want to just say everybody. I want to sell to everyone, but that's really not going to cut it. When you're doing any type of copywriting, you need to know who you're writing for to really choose the right words that'll resonate with your ideal audience. And as it stands in marketing, you cannot appeal to everybody because there will always be someone who disagrees with what you're doing or has different preferences. It's not your fault, it's just how the world works. So really nailing down who it is you want to be selling to can make it so much easier to write copy, because you won't have to constantly struggle to find the right word. The right word will come to you. And when you know who your ideal client is, it's much easier to do research about what it is they're typing into Google to solve their problems, or where they're hanging out, in what Facebook groups can you find them, and what Reddit threads are they chilling at. So if it really comes down to, I don't know who my ideal client is, it's worth it to really figure that out before you even set out to write anything, because that's going to make your social media and your copywriting and just marketing strategies so much simpler. When you're answering this question, consider what is their education level, what is their background, where do they work, how old are they, do they have a family, what are their goals, what are their aspirations, what gets them up in the morning super excited to start their day, what leads them to just think all night and cause them stress. All of these questions are really worth answering before you sit down to write anything. The second question that you should definitely have an answer to is, what problems does your product or service or your offer solve? So whoever comes to you is going to have a problem, and you need to know if you can solve it and how. So if, for example, you're a personal trainer who's offering online training services, you need to know what problems are you solving for your ideal client. Maybe they're busy professionals with limited time to work out. So that's something you need to be able to hype up in your copy and show that you really understand their problem and you're there to help solve it with short but effective workouts, or with flexible workout times for one-on-one services. Whatever it is that they really need help with, you need to already know that you can help them with it and answer their question before they even ask it. Another example of this is, let's say you're a chef and you're selling an online cookbook for people to cook really easy, fast recipes at home. Again, the same example can work. You cater to busy professionals who want home-cooked meals and want to stop ordering takeout, but they just don't have the time to really cook long, nice, really detailed meals. If your entire cookbook is just based on this idea that here are really simple, beginner-friendly, fast 15-minute recipes that anyone can do, then you're already solving a lot of their problems before they even come to you. So that's definitely another way to really make sure that your copy is really direct, because if you know those problems, you can already talk about them in the copy before someone has to ask you, hey, does your recipe take 15 minutes or less to make? Can I do this if I'm a working professional? And the more questions you answer before they're asked, the better off you are. So in line with that is number 3. What benefits or unique selling proposition does your offer or your product come with? So there's no lying in the fact that there's saturation in so many markets, and it's really important now more than ever to really stand out with the product or offer that you have. And figuring out what makes you different is one of the most important things you can do in business. So let's say that your recipe book, this 15-minute recipe book that we talked about already, is your product, and it's time to now figure out, okay, so what sets this apart from the hundreds of other books that you can really buy online or buy at Barnes & Noble? Maybe you can add a twist to it. Maybe it's at Indian flair, or maybe it's for millennials on a budget, or just figuring out what it is that really sets you apart in the market, because when you have that down, you can also just answer all the other questions better. You know who to target you're marketing towards, you know who to write for, and you know that you are confident in what you offer being one of the only ways to get that type of benefit as compared to the other people in the market. The fourth question is, what's the next step for your customer or your client once they decide they want to purchase from you? Figuring out what that is, like putting an item in a cart or signing up for a wait list or enrolling in your course. Having a really specific instruction for your clients online is super important because the internet is flooded with distractions. There are so many buttons to press, so many options, and you are competing for every second of their attention. So if the next step is to enroll in your course, have a button that says enroll in my course, and then make sure that button leads them towards the right pages in the right direction for them to be able to follow through with their purchase. Make it as easy as humanly possible because so many people just get lost on the way of really extended or overwhelming checkout pages or sequences that just make them not want to complete their purchase. So make sure you have a streamlined, efficient, and clear-cut way for them to finish doing business with you. Another option for this is you can hit buy now. Simple, straight to the point, and just that way they know that when they click that button, they're going to put in their credit card information, and then they're going to have their product either delivered or in their mailbox if it's a digital product right away. The fifth and final question that I definitely urge people to answer is, what follow-up copy do you have ready? What follow-up sequences do you have ready for your client or customer once they've done business with you? Is it a thank you page once they've checked out so that they know how they can connect with you after the purchase? Or is it a follow-up email sequence if you collected their email, which you should, and just more information on what you offer, more information about you, or more information about how you can help them? By having this information ready to go and automatically set in your business, you won't really have to think about it, and you'll also take advantage of every sale you make by leveraging your leads to warm them up for the next opportunity that they have to purchase from you or do business with you. A really popular option again for this is an email sequence or a thank you page, but if you have other ideas, you should definitely try those out. It's just about figuring out what that is, committing to it, and making sure it's in place as soon as possible so that people who start buying from you can start becoming a part of your community and get even more information from you. So that's it. Those are 5 questions that I definitely urge all solopreneurs, startups, small businesses to answer before they set out to write copy. And if you have any other copywriting questions, please don't hesitate to ask me in the comments below, or you can find me on Instagram or TikTok at Azad Agency. I'd love to help you and learn more about your business and see what it is that I can help you with to make it easier for you to make money with really great copy. So thank you so much for joining me. Definitely like and subscribe if you found value out of this video. I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye.